Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Tutor Things. Today in this video, we are going to see about the quiz W3 schools quizzes that is related to jQuery. We are going to see in this video. So they are having 25 questions which are covering the basics of jQuery. I think you are having similar knowledge about jQuery because I have done videos on jQuery related W3 schools and also given examples along with the hands-ons, right? So go through those playlists, you will get related to basic concepts related to jQuery. So before getting started into this jQuery quiz, I want to mention one thing, that is if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click the bell icon. We have done so many videos related to quizzes, related to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and SQL, and all the things which are in this W3 Schools website. This is a website which will help to a person which you are starting with the starting level of web developing things and learning the basic things from these concepts from this website. This is a very cool website which is having so many features like exercises, quizzes, and for practicing purpose examples are there, and for try it editor is there where you can practice at that particular instant only. So please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon below, and while clicking the bell icon you should select all options so that you will never miss any update from us related to any other quizzes or any other web developing concept. If you have already subscribed, then just please click the all bell icon. If you have already subscribed, then just go through the playlist. We have done so many tutorials. This is a jQuery tutorial. We can go through like basic concepts we have mentioned with along with the examples. And for web developing concepts, we have done SQL and HTML and CSS type of things. You can just go through so that you will get so much of concept related to basic things. So without any delay, getting started into this jQuery quiz. So each quiz having 1 mark, you will get at the end of the quiz you will get a scorecard along with the correct answers. So let's get started, which is having 25 bits in jQuery. So let's start the quiz. Here is the first question. What is the following is correct? Which of the following is correct? They're telling jQuery is a JavaScript library or JSON. jQuery is a JSON library. So we have told you in the jQuery tutorial, like jQuery is a JavaScript library. We also done video on JavaScript, what is JavaScript, why we use JavaScript, all these things. So go through those videos, then you will understand what is exactly JavaScript is, or a JavaScript library jQuery is. So jQuery is a JavaScript library. There is no JSON library. This is a JavaScript library which is used to make a website dynamic, right? So this is a JavaScript library. Next bit. So what they're asking, jQuery uses CSS selector to select elements. So jQuery uses CSS selectors to select the elements. Yes, they are correct. So that uses CSS selectors also to select the elements. The statement is true. You can go with the answer true. Next, which sign does jQuery use the shortcut for jQuery? For shortcut for jQuery, we have seen the examples right in the jQuery tutorials. This is a dollar sign we use for the shortcut of jQuery. We use a dollar sign. So dollar sign is nothing but a jQuery. So okay, while writing any statement or condition, we can use just a jQuery as dollar sign. So this is the correct answer. There is no question mark sign or percentage sign is used for jQuery. There is a dollar sign is used for jQuery as a shortcut. And next, which of the following selector dollar div it is does it select? So this type of jQuery statement, what does it select? That will select like all developments. There is no particular development that will select all types of developments in your web page. You haven't told anything like a development that should having ID like this, like that. So without mentioning anything, you just give this date, then that will select all the developments. There is not a first only development. We can select all the developments for this selector jQuery selector which they have given as div. So all developments will be selected. And next, jQuery is a library for scripting language, client scripting language, or server scripting. So, which type of scripting is used? Is generally a JavaScript library is used for. That is nothing but a client scripting. For server scripting, we have another programming languages. Like for client scripting, only we use JavaScript library. For client scripting, not for server scripting. So, client scripting is the correct answer. And next, it is possible to use jQuery together with Ajax. Yes, we can use jQuery with Ajax. So there is a possibility to use Ajax with the jQuery. Yes. So next, the jQuery HTML method works for both HTML and XML documents. So no, not used for XML documents. That is used for HTML documents only. With this HTML methods is so for not both the statement is false. So next. Next, what is the correct jQuery code to set the background color of an P element to red? So for selecting the first of all, we have to select the P element by using the selector, that is P. So what you are applying background? This background is nothing but CSS property, like, right? So dot CSS, where background color that they are telling a value as red. So dot CSS is used. There is no dot layout or style or dot manipulate. We have to use dot CSS. So this is the correct option for that. Your jQuery code to setting the background color as red for all the P elements. So that is P elements are selected by using this selector. And next bit is in the jQuery, look at the following selector div.intro. What does it select? So what does it select for only if you have div, then it will select all the div elements. But they are telling dot intro, that is nothing but the class intro. That will select the class intro. All div elements with not ID, we have extension dot period dot intro, right? So that should be class. So all div elements with class intro that will be selected with the following jQuery condition. So which jQuery method is used to hide selected elements? For selecting hiding the particular thing, we have this hide method. There is no hidden or display none or visible false. These methods are not present. We have this hide method. So for hiding purpose, we can use just hide method for that. And next, which jQuery method is used to set one or more style properties for the select element? For style properties, we have seen, right. For styling properties, we use dot CSS method. Like in the previous bit, we have seen, right. Dot CSS is used for that purpose. So CSS is a method used to add styling properties for the selected elements in the jQuery. Which jQuery method is used to perform an asynchronous HTTP request? For performing asynchronous thing of HTTP request in the jQuery, we use this AJAX. AJAX is used for that asynchronous HTTP request only. There is no need to use this AJAX setup or async like that. AJAX is enough for that purpose. jQuery.ajax is used to perform synchronous HTTP request, which is what is the correct jQuery code for making all the div elements 100 pixel height. So for making the all the elements means we have to select for div, this one thing. And next, what they are telling is a height. That is the height we are setting, right? Height method is used. There is no height is equal to like that. So height method is used. So that is height of 100. This is the correct syntax for this. What they are asking for. There is no y pause like that. There we have to use the height method for that purpose. Next, which statement is true? Like Gori has given some statements. To use jQuery, we can for the hosted jQuery library at Google. To use jQuery, we must buy the jQuery library at www.jquery.com. So to use jQuery, we don't have to do anything. Most browsers have the jQuery library built-in browser. So no, for using jQuery, you must be referred to the hosted jQuery library at Google. You can't buy that. You don't need to buy that. Just it's a open source. You can just refer that. Next, so no, you don't not have to do nothing is a wrong thing. You have to do something that should you have to refer from the hosted jQuery library for the Google. That is not involved in the browser. So this is the correct option. That is the true. Next. Which scripting language in jQuery is we have told you, like JavaScript library is the jQuery. So JavaScript is the scripting language in jQuery is used written in. Next, which jQuery function is used to prevent the code from running before document is finished. Before document is finished, we should have this ready method, which is document ready. So before preventing, so which function is used to prevent code from running before the document is finished is nothing but a ready statement. So document ready is used for that purpose. There is no go download like those things. First in the document we have to select, so that should be ready state method is used for that purpose. And next, which jQuery method we should be used to deal with name conflicts? To dealing with name conflict, we should have this no conflict. So no conflict is a method which is used to deal with name conflicts. There is no name conflict or no name conflict. We should have this no conflict method for that purpose. Next, which jQuery method is used to switch between adding or removing one or more class CSS from selected elements? So yes, for adding or removing the classes from the CSS selected jQuery, we have this toggle class. So for adding or removing, for just adding, we can use add class, or for removing, we have remove class. For toggling between switching between these two things, we have this toggle class. So you can toggle that particular class based upon the condition, like you can add or remove that particular class for this selected element in the jQuery by using this toggle class method. So that's the answer for that. There is no switch class like that method. That's toggle we have. Look at the following selectors. We have a div, some space will be there, and p. What does it select means? For a div, we have all the elements only for the div, but they have also p elements. So what that select means? It will select all the p elements inside the div element, like all the p elements inside the div element that will select like this thing. So it will not select all the div elements with a p element, but it will select the all the p elements which are in that particular div element. So this is the correct option for that. So not a first p element inside the div element, but it will select all the p elements inside the div element. This is the correct option for the particular syntax. Next is jQuery is the W3C standard. So W3C means worldwide constant studium we have seen in the CSS like those things, right? JavaScript. So this is a standard we are asking. No, this is not a standard, but this is a JavaScript library. We have told you this is not a standard like that. So no, statement is not true. No, it is not a standard from W3C. Look at the following selector p hash intro. We have seen some similar bit previously, right? P div dot intro like that. So that will select all the div elements with the class like that for the dot period action. Now we have hash, that is hash followed by the name of that means that is the ID name. So it will select all the p elements. So sorry, the p elements which are having the id is equal to intro, not all the p elements. That will select only the p elements which are having id intro only. So this is the correct syntax for that. And next bit is related to this jQuery method is used to remove the selected elements. So for removing the selected elements, what will we use means detach is also used for the purpose, and remove is also used. We have two methods available for removing the selected particular elements in the jQuery. So both methods can be used for that purpose for removing the selected elements. Next, look at the following selector. That is what they have given. jQuery, the column. Disabled. So column disabled is selector. Why? What does it select? So what does it select means? It will select the disabled inputs. So disabled is a property which we can see in the input elements, right? So what that will select means all disabled input elements that will select. Like what are the input elements which are having disabled property that will select all the disabled input elements. If you write this particular selector in the jQuery, so that will not select all the elements containing text disabled, that will all hidden fields or doesn't contain any text as disabled. No, all the disabled input elements will be selected for this particular jQuery statement. Next, with jQuery method returns the direct parent element of the select element. Direct parent element can be returned for the particular jQuery method is that is parent method. If you write this parent method, then it will directly get the parent element from the selected element. So this is one of the thing which you can use to get the direct parent element from the selected statement. Next, jQuery animate method, which is used to animate any CSS property. They are telling uh, like animate method will be used for this. Can we animate to any CSS property? No, only the properties which are containing the numerical values only we can able to animate by by using this animate method. So not everything or any CSS property not can be animated. So all properties not can be manipulated or any CSS property. Only the properties containing the numerical values only can be animated by using this animate method. So all properties except shorthand properties not a correct option. Only the properties containing numerical values is the correct option for that. So that's all for we have completed 25 bits. So to throw this, I think you got some clarity about jQuery, like what are the select statements which you have, what are the things, basic things you got idea, right? So let's end up this quiz. Yeah, here I got the result. I have completed 25 out of 25, 100% perfect. The time spent is 11 minutes 56 seconds. If you are good enough, you can check the answers, or you can try again this quiz if you got less percentage, or you can go to back to quizzes. You can take another type of quizzes. You can go to quiz home. Like I'm got all the perfect answers. I'm checking the answers. So I got all the 100% true, all their correct answers in the green color only. So if you have any wrong, that will be displayed in the red color. You will also given a correct answers for your wrong answers, so that you can understand which you have done wrong like that. So that's all for this video. We have completed the jQuery quiz. In the coming videos, we can see Bootstrap kind of things like C Sharp or Java, other quizzes which you have mentioned in this website. So that's all for today. If you have any doubts regarding to jQuery concepts, you can feel free to comment in the comment section. I will definitely reply to your comments. If you have any doubts related to jQuery, you can take up the course which is present in my tutorials. You can go through those things, and CSS, JavaScript things also we have done. From that also you can learn what is JavaScript. Like this is a video where you can go through basic real-time examples we have discussed. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you have doubts, feel free to comment in the comment section. I will definitely reply to your comments. Or also, if you have any suggestions to me, like to improve my standard of producing videos, or if you want me to do videos on any other topics, you can feel free to comment in the comment section. I will definitely reply to your comments. So don't hesitate to comment in the comment section. You can feel free to comment in the comment section, and also share these videos to your friends or colleagues or batchmates which you are at the learning stage of web development things. This will help us them to a lot by getting things at the basic level. Also share this website W3 Schools, which is a very good website where you can learn a lot from these basic concepts to the advanced level. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Bye.